Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use an AI chatbot and then R coding to create scatter plots by groups. So just as before, I'm just going to copy my prompt from here and I'm just going to put this into Gemini. So I'm just using Gemini for these examples. I'm going to continue doing what I was doing in the last video. If you remember, we created this simple scatter plot that showed the relationship between financial skill scale score and financial well-being score. Now this was for the whole sample, and in this video we are going to create 4 separate scatter plots for the 4 racial and ethnic groups that we have. So the grouping variable here is going to be race and ethnicity, but of course you can use some other grouping variables like gender or income or age group as well. So let's go back to Gemini, and for this, just as before, the name of the data frame is going to be FWB data. Again, if you forgot why that's the case, it's because that's how we named our data frame that we have, FWB data. I can get rid of the code from the last video. Now it looks cleaner. So if you remember, we named our data frame FWB data. That's why we wrote FWB data. Now X variable, just as before, this is going to be FS score. As you might have noticed in the last video, FS score means financial skill scale score. So I'm just going to put that whole thing from the code book, which is openly available. And then the Y variable is going to be FWB score, which means financial well-being score. And then filter out observations where both variables are negative. And the grouping variable, as I mentioned earlier in this video, the grouping variable, I'm going to use PPETHM, which is coded as 1 equals white, 2 equals black, 3 equals other, and 4 equals Hispanic. Actually, I can also provide some extra information here, which means race, ethnicity, so that AI knows what exactly I am referring to by PPEDHM. Of course, AI might not know how in this dataset that we are working with, this variable has been coded. So PPEDHM, this is race and ethnicity. So we just let our AI tool know what this PPEDHM means. So I believe that should be it in terms of instructions. Again, just as before, I'm going to keep these 2 lines and I'm just going to click submit. Let's see what it produces. I am excited, just as always, about what Gemini is going to produce. So let's just copy the code and put it here, then select this whole thing, then click run. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Wow. So this is how it looks like, the grouped scatter plot. As you can see, rather than creating one scatter plot for the whole sample, it has created 4 separate scatter plots for the 4 groups. I hope this video has been useful for you to see how easy it is to create these graphs now that we have these amazing AI tools. I'll see you in the next video with another lesson.